Many people wish to achieve financial independence and increase their fortune. To accomplish this, you must first understand proper money management techniques. Unfortunately, there are habits that may cause you to struggle with money and prevent you from achieving your financial goals. So in this video, we'll look at 7 unhealthy habits that can keep you in a difficult financial condition. Welcome to Cashflow Canvas, where we teach lessons about investment and money-saving techniques. If you want to make your financial future better, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Number 1. Regularly upgrade your electronic equipment. Every year, tech companies introduce new models of phones, PCs, and tablets, further undermining the utility of our existing goods. While the new models frequently offer minor practical improvements, these corporations understand that human nature is predisposed to seek out the latest devices. This choice is more about demonstrating social standing than about what the devices can do. Every year, Apple offers a new type of iPhone. While some versions differ significantly, the most of them remain relatively unchanged. But what does alter is how individuals feel about owning the latest iPhone. If your pals decide to upgrade their gadgets, this change may make you feel excluded. This happens with everything, including clothes and cars. Aside from their illogical character, these improvements cause us to be less careful with our money. The expense of upgrading a phone, for example, can be enormous, which could be used for more judicious purposes such as savings or investing. In essence, there is no need to always have the latest gadgets. Also, if your friendships are dependent on this, you may not be with the right pals in the first place. As a result, when the want to upgrade your equipment arises, consider William Shatner's perspective, who once said, "If saving money is wrong, then I don't want to be right." Number 2. Underestimating the importance of saving while young. Let us confront reality. In our youth, we typically prioritize projecting a stylish image and fitting in with our peers. This need to fit in drives us to purchase the most recent fashion trends and cutting-edge devices. Often, our desire to fit in with others causes us to neglect saving for essential goals like as home ownership or retirement. This don't-worry mentality encourages us to spend all of our earnings, leaving nothing for our future enjoyment. In actuality, there is no such thing as being too young to start saving, and more importantly, investing. Consider the Warren Buffett story, for example. He purchased his first stock when he was 11 years old, and his investment acumen has earned him one of the world's wealthiest individuals during the last several decades. Let us take an example to demonstrate the importance of starting to be financially responsible when you are young. Consider 2 individuals, John and Paul. John begins investing $200 every month at the age of 20 and earns a 12% return until he reaches the age of 65. In comparison, Paul waits until the age of 45 to start saving, contributing $3,000 each month with a 12% return until the age of 65. Because John contributes only $200 per month, his overall contributions amount to only $108,000. However, Paul donates a total of $720,000. At the age of 65, John's investment had increased to $3,259,752.08 thanks to compound interest. In contrast, Paul's entire investment is only $2,593,887.93. On the surface, Paul's higher contributions appear favorable, but interestingly, because John began earlier, he ends up with an additional $665,864.15. This example demonstrates how prudent it is to begin saving and, more importantly, investing as soon as feasible. Number 3. Exchanging future satisfaction for now pleasure. The world is divided into 2 groups, those who enjoy the present and those who plan for the future. Unfortunately, the majority agrees with the former. Please grasp this correctly. Valuing the present is vital since we never know how long we will live, but tomorrow is almost certain. Always prioritizing immediate gratification above long-term profits inhibits progress toward achievement. This contrast reveals a significant disparity between wealth and financial problems. When wealthy people acquire more money, they resist the temptation to spend it immediately. Instead, they put this money in savings and investments, which helps it grow and provides a financial cushion to continue their existing lifestyle. Rich people understand that long-term rewards outweigh immediate pleasures. Number 4, spend more than you earn. Let us recognize how enticing it is to squander money. Scientific data supports this behavior. When we consider making a purchase, our brains release dopamine, a chemical that drives behavior. This hormonal surge is similar to what we feel when we have a wonderful meal, engage in romantic behaviors, finish a workout, or make a purchase. Dopamine, according to evolutionary theory, rewards pleasant acts and urges them to be repeated. This natural way of thinking explains why it can be difficult to quit spending at times. Actually, people frequently continue to spend until they run out of money or reach their credit limit. It's noteworthy to note that more money, such as bonuses or a promotion, exacerbates this behavior. People who have more money want to spend more because they are looking for that dopamine-induced happiness. However, dopamine is not the only factor that influences our drive to spend. Social integration is also very crucial. Our need to fit in drives us to flaunt status symbols such as stylish clothing or the latest vehicles. Unfortunately, constantly spending money like this prevents us from progressing financially. The problem is that we spend all of our money before we can save, invest, or plan for retirement. The key difference between performing well and struggling with money is how we manage it. While many individuals spend all of their new money, the wealthy continue to live modestly even as their income rises. This technique allows you to gradually accumulate savings as your income increases. However, the distinction does not end with savings. The wealthy then invest these monies in Roth IRAs, mutual funds, real estate, or entrepreneurial endeavors, resulting in wealth expansion. To grow wealthy, it is critical to avoid spending more as your income increases. Number 5, failing to keep track of your expenses. Many people assume they understand where their money comes from and where it goes. Unfortunately, this is not true for the majority. Even while we realize large expenses such as purchasing a car or a new phone, it is the minor purchases that pile up more than the obvious ones. Consider this: every time you go out for a coffee, buy a snack, or pick up anything on sale, it may not seem like a huge problem, but these seemingly little expenses can add up faster than you know. The truth is that expenses such as small outings, coffees, and clothing purchases can mount up to more than a one-time expenditure. Consider this scenario. As each month passes, these minor expenses creep by without our knowledge. It's like water dripping from a tap. One drop at a time may not seem like much, but it can eventually fill a whole bucket. And when these minor expenses accumulate, the opportunity to save money gradually fades away. It's as if we're skipping out on creating a safety net for the future because we're not paying attention to the leaks in our financial boat. Number 6, lack of a budget. Perhaps you're already doing an excellent job of keeping track of your expenses. Even if you meticulously track your spending, it is likely that you will face financial difficulties if your expenditures are not planned. Even if you are aware that you are spending a lot of money on cocktails and clothes each month, this can lead to huge credit card debt, just like not checking your costs at all. This is where the value of a budget becomes apparent. Think of a budget as a financial roadmap. It helps to steer your spending decisions, keeps you on target, and guarantees you're spending your money wisely. Just like planning a trip helps you arrive to your destination without getting lost, having a budget can help you achieve your financial goals without getting into debt. So, while keeping track of your expenses is a good start, creating a budget takes your financial management to a new level. It's similar to having a game plan for your money to ensure that it's working for you as efficiently as possible. And number 7, neglecting your debt. As of August 2023, the total credit card debt of Americans had topped $1 trillion. On average, each household owes roughly $7,000 on credit cards. This astounding debt load excludes other financial pressures such as auto loans, student loans, and most significantly, mortgages. In essence, the United States is dealing with a major debt issue. One explanation is because many people have accumulated large amounts of debt that they are unable to manage, and their solution is to just pretend it does not exist. A considerable 10% of Americans have expressed doubts about their ability to ever pay off their credit card debt. So why has this become such a major issue? Debt has become a major worry in Western civilization for a variety of reasons. For starters, most people are unaware of the various methods they might earn money. This limits their salaries to what their employers are willing to pay, which frequently falls short. People also feel as if they are constantly competing with their friends to demonstrate their achievement in order for others to believe they are successful as well. People's spending habits reflect their drive to compete, and social media has exacerbated this trend. Finally, getting into debt sets off a negative cycle. If you do not repay what you owe fast, you will wind up owing even more money due to additional interest charges on the large amount you already owe. So the debt continues to grow over time. To prevent falling into this negative cycle, make repaying your debts a high priority. Make creating and following a repayment plan a high priority, regardless of the circumstances. As we conclude, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. I would deeply value it if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us to create more valuable content, and we can work together to secure your financial future. What are the key takeaways from this video that you can share in the comment section?